Today's rant's brought to you by New Works Plumbing of Sacramento. Locally owned for over 20 years, New Works has a fix for you. For your plumbing needs and repairs, just go to newworksplumbing.com, NEWWRXplumbing.com. This goes into the category of you just can't make this up. Game 3 in Boston, Wednesday night, the chance of FU Green. Draymond's wife comes out after the game and says that the fans should not be allowed to shout obscenities at the players, said they are not human. Really? Is your husband the same guy that gave the double bird to the Memphis fans in round 2 as he was walking off the floor? Or is that a different Draymond Green? Is your husband also the same Draymond Green that after the game in Boston Wednesday night was doing his post-game press conference with his son, your son, sitting right next to him, and he answered a question that he played like shit? Is that an obscenity? Is that a vulgarity? Is that a 4-letter word, or is that okay, Mrs. Green, in your household? I've got a suggestion for you. Don't go to the game tonight. Don't go. Stay in the hotel with your son. I'm sure that your son hears that all the time from his dad. I'm just guessing based on his answer of playing like shit with his son sitting next to him. You want the NBA to do something about the vulgarities coming from the Boston crowd? I got a better idea. Why don't you sit down with your husband and talk some sense into him? That's right. Why don't you tell him to get off his power trip? Why don't you tell him that his sense of entitlement is really upsetting a lot of sports fans in America, and that he brings most of this on by himself? You sleep in the bed you make. This is the bed that your husband has made. It's 100% on him. He's on a power trip. The new media this, the new media that, the sense of entitlement, his technical fouls, his obscenities on the floor. And you're bothered by the crowd at the Boston Garden chanting F-U Green. Again, in all due respect, ma'am, you need to have a talk with your husband, because he is on a big-time power trip. And in this particular instance, from where I sit, he is getting exactly what he deserves. And that's my rant for today. Hey, if you like what I have to say, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I'll get back to you. And as always, thank you so much for watching Grant's Rant.